So we already cleaned them. They are not so much protected, and this is very good protection. So guys, we received a very cool car, a G-Wagon or G-Class Mercedes, how you want to call it. And that should be completely protected from its underbody and doors and all the hollow spaces. And as another video, we have here the Mercedes ML, and before that we had the Mercedes G-Wagon as a very cult car that are still being made because they are so cool. Maybe this drives much better, but the G-Wagon G-Class is much cooler looking. Let's start this project and take off all the panels and clean it and make sure this will be rust free. So let's go. We have a Mercedes G-Class, I believe from the year 2018, and as you can see we have quite some rust, and now we're gonna look together how much rust we actually have. Before we're going to dry as clean, and we're going to look together how much we have to do. So first step after checking is dry as cleaning and then the rust removal. So we just took off the wheels of the G-Wagon, and actually we have matte black wheels, and matte finish paint is very rough from structure, so dirt will really attach to it much quicker. And the other problem is that matte paint will look always clean. Therefore many people don't really clean them quite often, and therefore the brake dust will really bake into it. And when you are cleaning, you can't really see what you're doing because it always looks clean until everything dries up, and then you see what you have. So cleaning matte black wheels is always a nightmare. First of all, it will bake into it, and the structure of the paint will also not help. So cleaning wheels that is matte black, always quite difficult. So when you're cleaning, you always should use a small brush. I would say to have your wheel cleaner. If you do it thoroughly and every week, you can then also use the iron wheel cleaner. That's much safer, but honestly I would go for the heavy one since they are mostly much dirtier than you think. So we are finished with the underbody wax, and now we are going to wax the plates that should be under the car. So let's grab them and wax them as well. So we already cleaned them, and now we can wax them from the inside. Once we have put them on the car, we wax them from the underside as well. So let's go. So we all removed these plugs for all the hollow spaces, and we're now going to put grease in it. This grease we have down here, as you can see, it is very hard. And now we're going to heat this up, and then we can spray it. So let's go. I'm going to show you how this works. I'm going to heat it up and inside this pan. You see already that it is melting. So we're going to put it in the spray gun and then put it in on all the hollow spaces. So let's go and do that. We'll take, I think, an hour. So the whole G-Class is now protected for the future, and now we're going to unpack them again and clean the car. Oh yeah, and also we're going to put back all the underbody plates and all the bits and pieces we screwed off, and now we can also put those plates back on. We have there just waxed. So first the plastic covered off, all the tape gone, and then we can continue. So now it's time to put all the wheel arches back in. And the great benefit of the G-Class is, if you look closer here, we have still this stone chip material here, where here we don't have. And here the stone chip material begins. We also have that completely on the body here as well. Here on the underside we have this completely too. And that's really the great thing about the G-Class compared with the Land Cruiser. They are not so much protected, and this is very, very good protection against stone chips, and stone chips will rust eventually. So if you have that, as a good thing. So G-Classes are much better protected compared with the Toyota Land Cruiser. So as you can see, everywhere there's grease on the hollow spaces, completely filled with grease, and it's now protected for its next life. So this G-Wagon is nearly finished, but you maybe see only the funny bit and the cool bit. But we spent on this car, I think, nearly a complete week of cleaning, dryers cleaning, rust removal, waxing. So a lot of work for such a car. And this one is from 2018, so not that old, but still already quite rusty. So don't think we finished this in 15 or 20 minutes. it takes a complete week. So the G-Class is now finished. I'm very happy with the results, and another G-Wagon saved from rust. And yeah, that's it basically. So we dry ice cleaned the G-Wagon, and in the meantime we also dry ice the suspension. And this is from a, yeah, maybe you do know, this is from an old 911, and if you look at the brakes, most of you maybe recognize it, but I believe it is not from 930 turbo, but the suspension is basically complete 930 turbo setup. Also on the back 930 turbo brakes. So the complete suspension is dry ice clean, and it came out really nice. You see all the gold plated bolts, the factory markings, also here everything nicely gold, and it's not plated, it's just how it came out of the dirt. You see also the yellow striping on there, and you see some red striping here. So it came out very nice after some dry ice cleaning. Here as well you see this yellow dots. We did not make that, it's just cleaned. Also this, I believe, is a sticker, a brown sticker. So this is how it should be. Very cool details in my opinion. And if you actually would completely replate all these gold plated bolts, then you should put back on all these factory marks, in my opinion. But this is a very good example because it's very original. You can actually see all these things. You don't normally see that because rust and other issues make sure you won't see it anymore. So very cool to see that, very original state. After dry ice cleaning it looks like this, and now we have a very clean and original suspension. So thank you for watching again, and I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I see you next week for another video. Thank you, goodbye.